Guys, good morning and welcome to the home tour of our stationary caravan. Basically, this is the place where we'll be staying from the beginning of July until the beginning of September, end of August, beginning of September. Before we start, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like and write in the comments if you've ever been camping, if you've had this experience or not. Before we start, I wanted to make a small clarification because I posted some stories on Instagram. I said that I would be here for 3 months and everyone told me, have a good vacation, enjoy your time off, 3 months of vacation. Guys, we're not here for 3 months on vacation. We're simply working from here. Then we'll take a break like everyone else in August if we can, the whole month of August or at least 3 weeks. But we work. And now I'll show you our setup and everything else. We work just like we do from home from Monday to Friday. I set my alarm for 6, just like when I'm at home. I work regular hours, but I finish a bit earlier because the temptation to go to the beach or the pool is strong. So guys, I'm not taking a 3-month vacation because I still have to work and keep this channel going. That said, let's start with the home tour. So first, let me show you what I see from here, from my spot. This is what I see. Obviously, in front of us like this, we have other spots, other pitches with other tents. Here we are under a fantastic pine forest. And as you can see, we're very, very much in the shade. In fact, in the morning, we don't get the sun. It's pretty cool here. Let's say we get a little bit of sun in the afternoon, but not too much. Let's say that, especially when evening comes, we get the direct sun right in our faces here in this spot. Oh, well, this is fine. This is basically what we see. Let's start from the left. So here at the pitch, I can tell you it's about 90 to 100 square meters in total, more or less. Here we have a parking spot where my car is parked. I put this tarp here, which isn't actually a tarp made for cars. But I bought it last year. I got the wrong size. I bought it for something else. And well, now I'm using it for the car because it's covered. 1 for the pine needles. 2 for the pine cones that fall, and 3 because the pigeons make a huge mess, so you really have to be careful. Here's a small relaxation corner. Let's say basically I could choose to park the car up to here and have space behind it. No, because I'll show you what's behind. Well, there's this tree that keeps me from going all the way to the end because my parking spot goes up to there. But I prefer to park very close to the tree and leave this area here for relaxing. Here is a nice square where we've put the chairs and the deck chair. Taking a nap here in the afternoon, guys, is just amazing. The only thing is that I want to get a cloth to cover up though. Just a little, even a light cloth, because when you're here, you're always afraid something might poop on your head. So yeah, I need to get ready a bit, then we'll hang out here. We have this gazebo. You see, a very sturdy gazebo because the poles are really solid. You can't see it well here, but they're square and really solid. Then we have little Lorenzino who just woke up and is having breakfast. Give us some thoughts about the campsite. How is it? Do you like it? It's nice, but small. You want a bigger campsite, but you're having fun, right? Yes, it's nice. The good thing for Laurie is that it's already included in the annual contract. He can visit the mini club every morning and afternoon to stay with the entertainers and play games. This is a very, very nice thing, very nice table. This one kindly donated by my brother-in-law. You can also see the nice sturdy legs. And if you want, there's a part you can add to make it longer, turning it into a table for 10 people. Now, this is also our workstation. As you can see, here is Tessa's computer, which is here. He just went to the bathroom. He wanted to hide, but anyway, this is our workstation. Now, this is where we do everything. I mean, we also eat here. The amazing thing, guys, is that I do everything outdoors. I mean, for us who live in an apartment and have a balcony we can't use, it's truly a paradise because we're outside constantly. There's my computer, now closed since I'm making this video. We inherited the 4 chairs from the previous owners, so we keep them. We should add a few more for when guests come, but I think we'll never be more than 5. Okay, so I need to get another chair. Then here we have the highlight of the whole video. Guys, my amazing barbecue, which is true, I paid a bit for it, but it's really spectacular. But I'll show you this one at the end, then we'll move over here. There's something I forgot, so... On the ground, as you can see, I covered everything with mulch fabric, basically the whole area under the trailer. No, but everything is covered with the mulch fabric, which still absorbs water and can be cleaned. I have to thank my friend YouTuber Nicolo Carafa who helped me do this. Then here where we eat, we added this fabric which we also inherited from the previous owners. I think we'll change it next year because it's a bit torn. There's a tear over there, so for now it's fine, but I think we'll replace it later. Another interesting thing is our power outlet, of course, because since we work here we need electricity. The electrical system is obviously all done with cable ties and loose wires, but we have a light up here to illuminate in the evening, and that's more than enough. Then here I put this little table, which is a table we inherited from the previous owners, but it's 1 meter by 1 meter. It was too small for us, so I left it here. Why? Because when I grill, I put the barbecue right here in front and I use this as a support. I cut the vegetables, I do things here. So it's convenient. This is our sink. Look here, how nice. A canister with a basin underneath. Because we don't have water here, we have the fountain, which is on the avenue, but it's about 10 meters away, which is far. But well, here on the pitch, we also needed to have some water. You need to rinse your hands or you just need a little water. It's really convenient. Let's move on to this, which is basically the kitchenette. You see, it's a separate tent with a platform. This is, I think, about 2 meters by 3, something like that. Where we have this cabinet that we got from IKEA, which is a camping cabinet, obviously with the protection here for the induction cooktop, the single induction cooktop. A new pan because the one we had inherited was all burnt, worn out, and so on. The wings for tonight to grill are thawing, and down here, nothing. This is very convenient because we still have some plates, we have plastic bowls, a few things here too, glasses, cutlery, and so on. So a very important thing, guys, here you have to be minimalist. I mean, we really want to live with just the bare essentials if you're not a minimalist. Staying in a place like this it's really not that easy. So then there are people here who have a kitchen inside, just like at home, but we decided to keep it simple. Here's the basin for dirty items, the compost bin, and our paper towel holder. See, from this you can understand how much you live like a minimalist when you're camping. Because it's made from a simple rope, we have this wardrobe that we also inherited from the previous owners. We have things for breakfast here too, and here there are some things for lunch, like pasta, canned food, and various other things. Because, anyway, I mean, we don't really cook too many fancy dishes except when we make videos for the Famiglia Tavola channel. So, just some quick stuff. Then down here there's a bit of stuff like dishes, pots, and so on. Here are the tongs for the grill and everything. Then the convenience we wanted to bring here is our microwave, which is kind of worn out. So we bought a new microwave for the house and put this old one here. But it's convenient because if, for example, you have some leftover pasta and you need to heat it up, how do you do it instead of dirtying pans? Because here you have to wash everything by hand. You go to the shared bathrooms, shared sinks, and you wash everything by hand. So the less you get dirty, the better it is, especially for heating things up. Steph or Lorenzo drinks milk in the morning, so it's convenient. The refrigerator was inherited from the previous owners. And honestly, as long as it works and lasts, I'll keep it, even if it's a bit damaged, a bit rusty, and so on. But for camping, it's more than enough.
Anyway, here we have the freezer section with quite a few ice creams and some meat for grilling, and that's it.
Here, guys, there's a refrigerator. There's nothing to show. Here, there's a small space, so we put water bottles and whatever else before going inside. I'll show you a bit of the outside. So here, in the meantime, we put this thing for the shoes, but it's very convenient because, you know, bam, we put our shoes here and we're relaxed. We don't go inside with our shoes on. This is kind of the back of our trailer. Well, here we've organized the trash. We also have the area, I call it the laundry area, because that's where we hang the bathrobe. Since the showers are shared, we have to shower outside. We have the drying rack. It's convenient here because in the morning some sunlight comes in from here, so we set it up like this. Right now it's empty, but we set it up like this and we get the sun. This is kind of the back of the trailer, sort of the storage area, let's say. Anyway, the beach stuff is here, and here's the ladder. I still have to organize it properly. Then there's a whole bunch of stones and stuff, because here, to keep things in place, well, we inherited all these bricks, all these things, which are actually very useful. This is the trailer from the back. Oh, and here I put Laurie's bikes on a pallet. I kind of improvised something. I'll show you the trailer later. It's a bit old because it's a trailer from '77. But for our first experience, it's fine because we weren't sure anyway. We're not sure if we like camping that much because you never know. You know, from the outside, you imagine things one way, but then when you experience them, they're not like that. We wanted to get something basic that didn't cost much. Then here we have the veranda where we recently installed this awning so we can still leave the door open, because this one, as you can see, rolls up and then closes. But having to open and close it every time, well, it's a bit of a hassle. So Steph made this fantastic awning with leaves, and here we enter the veranda. So here we got another storage unit, let's say smaller than the other one, but it's where we put things maybe when we need to clear the table. We have cards, books, headphones. Here's a bit of a mess, as you can see. I'm filming with a wide-angle lens, but there's still plenty of space. And in fact, in here we have this sofa, which is a two-seater sofa bed that opens up and where we can host 2 more people. Here, there's a platform, exactly. A huge wooden platform, because it's all in one piece, really heavy, but it's convenient because the trailer is raised off the ground, and without the platform, you would need a step or something else anyway. All right, then here we have our light for making videos, because as I said before, we work here and we've brought all the equipment to make videos here. All right, this is a gas cylinder because the barbecue I got is gas powered, and since I don't know when it'll run out or when it won't, I don't want to be left without, so I already got a spare one. And anyway, there's a mini market here where they sell them, and here there are some hooks to hang things, maybe backpacks, bags, and so on. This is an area. Here's a small table we hadn't kept because it can always come in handy. The fire extinguisher is mandatory on the pitch. We rented it from the campsite since buying one isn't necessary, because then how do you get it inspected? It's all a hassle. Better to rent it. 15 euros per season, and that's it. This is another cabinet that we inherited from the previous owners. Here, well, we have a spare pillow, sheets here, towels for the beach, other things here, also some stuff for the bathroom, detergents, sponges, and so on. This is also very, very convenient. In fact, I'm glad the previous owners had it, because really, it's needed here. Very important thing, Wi-Fi. I got this modem from Team, which is an FVA modem that works well and gets a good signal. It's not as fast as our home fiber, but it still lets us work well. Here's the electrical panel, because as I said, we have all the cables starting from here. One goes to the caravan, one to the kitchen, one to the gazebo, and one to the veranda. Because here too we have its own light for the evening. Then, probably here I wanted to put a curtain, because maybe whoever is sleeping wants to stay a little, wants a bit of privacy. Maybe in the morning you can pull a curtain for some privacy. That said, let's go into the old 1977 Caravan. Guys, this is me, nice and chubby. I opened the curtains because otherwise it would have been dark. It wouldn't have looked good. So right here, immediately to the right, we have a bed 1.5 size. This, in theory, is the area where there are 2 benches and a table, because this would be a caravan for 2. Okay. But here, there's actually a wooden board underneath, and it turns into a 1.5 size bed. Here there are some shelves, some compartments, so we can store things here. Here we have all of Laurie's mess of clothes. This is technically a magazine rack, but it's actually used for the little heater. When we arrived in April, mornings and nights were a bit chilly. And sometimes, in fact, inside we would turn it on a bit, a small vacuum cleaner to clean in here, because it's convenient anyway. I still have to organize things properly because, for example, well, here there's a neon light that's a bit old. It works, but it's a bit old, and this one doesn't work. I still need to fix it, so give me some time. This is the first year. Here we have a very convenient closet because we put our clothes in it. We have backpacks. These are the backpacks for work. Then we fit in here because we're minimalists. We don't have a ton of stuff, so we fit in just fine. Then down here instead, I decided to put all the tools, keys, stakes, ropes, cable ties, everything you need for a bit of maintenance. Then this would be the bathroom. Okay, this is the bathroom. Here too, I need to install a working light because it doesn't work. There's a handy hook in here anyway, but we don't use it. We have the bathroom outside, we share it. We found a chemical toilet in here. Honestly, I didn't like it. It grossed me out too much, so I got rid of it. Anyway, we keep everything related to the bathroom here. We have all our stuff. It can be convenient because in the end there's a mirror in here. If you want, you can use it in here. I don't know. Even if you need to put on makeup or do something, you can do it here. So this here is the little bathroom, and then that's it, guys. Here there's another 1.5 size bed, same thing. Here we have shelves and compartments to store things. All right, what I forgot to show you is this part here, which, as I said, because the guy who has the trailer in front of me was here. A few years ago there was a small kitchen here, but it was old and half broken. He took it out and made this. Since he's a carpenter, he made this, which is really convenient because there are 4 drawers where we keep our clothes. And then here, since there's this outlet, it's kind of the charging station. Like in the evening when we finish working, we put our computers and things here. We charge everything that needs to be charged. Up here, there's still some space to store things. Here there are medicines and various stuff that might always come in handy. And so this is the trailer. Well, here we have the openings with mosquito nets. Now we have to install the mosquito nets here too, which will be a bit temporary, but well, they're useful. And this is our little trailer from 1977. Guys. But no, guys, I was joking. The video isn't over. Like I told you at the beginning, I have to show you the highlight of this campsite, which is my barbecue, of which I'm very proud, which I'm running like crazy because I'm grilling almost every day. And here it is. Let me show you. See, I put it right here in front, so at least I have my little table. I grill and then we eat everything right here. I decided to get it. Not too big, because there are 3 of us. Usually at most there are 5, so I got a 3-burner one. Unfortunately, this model didn't have the stove, which I would have liked, but it was on sale. I mean, this is a barbecue that I paid 330 euros for, but its value is around 500, 550, and it's worth every cent. Because even just the lid, when you lift it, you can feel that the material is nice and solid. I mean, as it's not some cheap sheet metal, even these supports are nice and sturdy. It's not cheap sheet metal. The nice thing is though, I have to be honest, it doesn't get used that much. It's this rack on top where you basically don't cook, but just keep things warm. And honestly, I almost never use it because it takes up space here on the grill. Now, what's really interesting is that both have cast iron grates, but especially the one underneath. There's this, so there's no empty space with the burners exposed, but there's this flame spreader, let's say, so not a lot of dirt falls inside. Of course, there's also the tray here that collects the dirt, but not much actually falls in. There's also a small drawer for fats and similar items. Look how clean it is. I'm keeping it clean like you wouldn't believe. You can even see the scratches in here. Last time we gave it a good cleaning with acid. This is really, really amazing. That said, guys, now the video is really over. Leave a like and not like usual. See you around.